The man charged in the murders of Delphi teenagers Abby Williams and Libby German is going into the state's custody for safety reasons. Court records show the Carroll County Sheriff filed a motion to transfer Richard Allen from their custody to the Indiana Department of Correction for, quote, safekeeping. A judge approved the order, the same judge who is now recusing himself, as we told you at the top of this newscast, saying the court finds Allen is in imminent danger of serious bodily injury or death and represents a substantial threat to the safety of others. The order goes on to state, quote, the public's bloodlust for information before it exists is extremely dangerous. All public servants administering this action do not feel safe and are not protected, end quote. It is unclear when the transfer will take place or where Allen will be relocated. Tonight, I had a one-on-one conversation with Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter. He told me he supports the decision to move Richard Allen into state custody. On Monday, during the announcement of Allen's arrest, Carter said that state police still needed tips because the investigation remains open. He tells me in the last 3 days, they've received more than 100 tips. Also, over the course of the Delphi investigation, there were 2 primary sketches of a man police were looking for. They don't look alike. The sketch of the man with the hat came out during the start of the investigation in 2017, and 2 years later, a sketch of a man with curly hair was released. So I had this question. 2 years into the investigation, after we got the initial sketch, we were told to not rely on that sketch anymore, that this was a new sketch that came out that looked completely different than the original. But when we see the mugshot of Richard Allen, he looks mostly like that initial sketch. So why the change 2 years into someone that didn't look anything like the person that we were presented with on Monday?
Well, I'll answer the question in 2 parts. One, isn't that amazing? That he looks a lot like one and a little bit like the other, depending upon the eye of the beholder, right? And I've said all along those sketches are not photographs. There are reasons that we structurally, and not structurally, but logistically changed the investigative strategy throughout the middle of this in multiple phases. Some were not even recognized, nor did they have to be. But those detectives are going to base what they're going to do based upon what they know. And what they know comes from the people that live in that community and around the world, literally around the world. So I think that was the absolute right decision at the time to do what they did. I've always said that the 2 sketches are simply sketches, they're not photographs. It's a piece of an investigative puzzle. And when we're all done with this, we're going to be able to meld the 2 of them together. And we're going to find an individual. That's what happened.
You can see the full interview with State Police Superintendent Doug Carter right now in this story on WRTV.com. To see all of our updates on the Delphi investigation, scan the QR code on your screen or go to WRTV.com/Delphi. Prosecutors say they are moving to drop some of the child pornography charges against the man who's connected to the Anthony_Shot social media profile. Today, prosecutors in Miami County asked a judge to drop 5 criminal counts against Keegan Klein, saying they could not prove them beyond a reasonable doubt. Officials have said that Klein used Instagram and Snapchat accounts with the Anthony_Shots username to allegedly communicate with Abby Williams and Libby German before their murders. But none of the charges against Klein tie him to their deaths. He still faces numerous other child porn and exploitation charges. He is scheduled to go on trial in January.